Hello again, precious viewers, from whatever part of the world that you're watching us from. Welcome back to another interactive session of the Round Table. Today, we are going to do the show a little bit differently by trying to break down the core values of why we started this show, the Round Table. So today, as you'll realize as we go on with this show, we'll be trying to go into the core themes, the core principles, the nitty-gritties why you need to be tuned in from today moving forward, because every show we'll be doing will be a continuation of the last one that we did. So as we strive today with my co-host, Mr. Churchil, whom first of all, karibu to the show, Mr. Churchil.
Thank you very much.
Good. So as we'll be diving to try and see what is it that our core principles in this show that we started the other day, what do we intend to achieve, what do we want to drive to you, how will it impact you and all that. Sit with us. Journey with us in this journey as we move on. Karibu to the show, Mr. Churchil.
Thank you very much.
Good. Now, before we dive deeper, Mr. Churchil, let's start with the basics. Why do you think young men of today are really struggling with identity? Why are the young men lost? Why are the girls are confused? What's not happening?
You see, the whole concept of identity is a big one. Our young people actually are a very interesting group. You look at them and you realize that basically they know everything. These are people who know the entire world, literally. But unfortunately, they don't know themselves. You see, the whole idea of identity to them is a borrowed one. You see, they borrow the identity from influencers. They borrow the identity from trends. This whole concept of identity is borrowed from the trauma within, from the pressures of life. You know, it's all warped up and it's all wrong. You see, we have our young men growing without present fathers. You know, it's so common. No present fathers. And then there are no real male role models to guide them out there. So their faintest idea of what manhood is, you know, it's something that is cooked up on the internet.
Social media.
Yes, that is what the whole concept of manhood is. It is not based on any values at all. And then our girls, poor girls, theirs is one based on a lot of confusing expectations. You know, you have to be beautiful, but even as you have to be beautiful, you have to be natural. You have to be strong, you know, but don't be too strong. You have to be independent. And when you are told you have to be independent, you're also told that the Bible says you have to be submissive. So you see, our girls are lost in between. And now comes the tricky part. The social media has really erased what we used to call the usual human connection that is the core of any society. It's erased it. So our young people are out there building identity based on validations and nil values. And this is why we say at the Real Roundtable that in order for us to build identity, we really have to go to the basics.
Now that is very deep. One thing I've picked from there, you brought out the aspect of lack of father figures or role models in their lives,
Precisely.
which is very key. Because it's kind of we've relinquished that position to the social media. And you see, one thing also that I've picked from what you just said, which is a reality that I know, because we are raising these generation alphas and Gen Zs in our houses. They are exposed to too much information, such that at some point it becomes confusing to them. As opposed to back in the days when we were being raised, when one thing that we were being told from our parents that don't do A because the consequences of B, it was uniform across. But right now you see, because of that too much information overlay that they're getting over the internet and they feel that is it. At one point, one person speaks and says, this is the way. And they try to follow it. Before they know it, another speaker somewhere is telling them, this is the way. And they are following it too. So you realize these pressures that they're having in life, what these people are saying, at one point you hit a bedrock, another person has come as a motivational speaker there with another concept of what is there. So at the end of the day, you have 1,001 people advising you over given something to you get confused, right?
So that is why I say, on the whole issue of identity, the basic concept is one. Before we build anything,
Yes.
we must first build identity.
Correct.
And two, nothing grows when the roots are weak. Identity.
Correct.
In order for us to be able to build men, real men out of the boys, and women of substance out of the girls, we must first build identity. That is key.
So it is correct to say, as you said, this is why the boys are lost. This is why the girls are confused.
Precisely.
Because as you've said, you put another key point that the girls literally at the moment as we speak, there is what the society expects them to look like, and they're still expected to be strong and women of virtue. For instance, they're expected to be strong, but not too strong such that they intimidate the presence of their man in their life.
Exactly.
They're expected by the society,
Beautiful.
to be beautiful,
Yes.
but not to apply makeup.
Natural.
Be beautiful but natural, not apply makeup.
Yes.
The society also expects these same people
Independent.
to be independent but still submissive to their husband in the house. So this contradicting aspect of what you've said
Confused expectations.
has come out very beautifully. Oh, correct. Nice. That's very deep.